One simple habit changed my entire life. It changed how I think. It changed how I feel. It changed how I learn. And today I am going to share that habit with you because I believe it can change your life too.
And I can confirm this. I watched Mia transform over the past 2 years. Transform means to change completely. And it all started with one small habit. Stay with us because today's episode might be the most important one you ever hear.
Welcome to English Today 77. I am Mia.
And I am James. Thank you for joining us today. Whether you are a regular listener or this is your first time, welcome. We help you learn English through meaningful conversations. Meaningful means important and full of value. We speak slowly and clearly so you can follow along and learn naturally.
Today's episode is very personal for me. I am going to share something from my real life, a habit that truly changed everything for me. And while I share this story, you are also going to learn a lot of useful English words and phrases. So you are getting two things today, a life lesson and an English lesson at the same time.
Before Mia shares her habit, let me ask you a question. Do you have a habit that you do every single day? Something you never skip? Maybe brushing your teeth. Maybe drinking coffee in the morning. Maybe checking your phone. We all have daily habits. Some habits are good. Some habits are bad. And some habits are life-changing. Today we're talking about a life-changing one.
So what is this habit? I will tell you, but first, let me tell you what my life was like before this habit. 2 years ago, I was stressed all the time. Stressed means feeling pressure and worry. I was always busy, but never productive. Productive means getting meaningful things done. I would wake up in the morning and immediately feel anxious. Anxious means worried and nervous about the future. I would go through my day feeling like I was always behind. Behind means not keeping up, falling back. I was not sleeping well, I was not eating well, I was not happy.
And from the outside, everything looked fine. Mia had a good job, she had friends, she had a comfortable life. But on the inside, she was struggling. Struggling means having a very hard time.
That is exactly right, James. On the outside, everything looked okay, but on the inside, I felt lost. Lost means I did not know what direction my life was going. I did not feel in control. Do you ever feel like this? Like you were just going through the motions? Going through the motions means doing things automatically without really thinking or caring. If you feel this way, I understand. I have been there.
So what changed? What was this habit?
The habit is journaling. Journaling means writing in a journal. A journal is like a diary, a notebook where you write your thoughts, feelings, ideas, and plans. Every single day, I spend 15 to 20 minutes writing in my journal. That is the habit. Simple, right?
When you first told me about this, I was skeptical. Skeptical means I was not sure if it would really work. I thought, writing in a notebook? That's going to change your life? It sounded too simple, too easy. But I was wrong.
Many people react that way. They think journaling is just writing about what you ate for lunch. But real journaling is much deeper than that. It's a conversation with yourself. It's a way to understand your own mind, to organize your thoughts, to solve your problems, to plan your future, and to track your growth. Track means to follow and observe over time.
So how exactly do you journal, Mia? What do you write?
Great question. I divide my journaling into 3 parts. The first part is reflection. Reflection means looking back and thinking about what happened. Every morning, I write about the previous day. What happened? What went well? What did not go well? How did I feel? Why did I feel that way? This helps me understand myself better. It helps me see patterns. Patterns means things that repeat again and again.
Can you give us an example?
Of course. One day I wrote, I felt very irritated at work today. Irritated means slightly angry and annoyed. My coworker interrupted me 3 times during my presentation. I wanted to say something, but I stayed quiet. Now I feel frustrated with myself for not speaking up. Speaking up means saying what you think or feel.
Okay, so you wrote about what happened and how you felt. What did that do for you?
Well, after writing it down, I could see the situation more clearly. I realized that I was not really angry at my coworker. I was angry at myself. I was angry because I didn't have the courage to speak up. Courage means bravery, the ability to do something even when you are afraid. And that realization helped me. Realization means suddenly understanding something. The next time someone interrupted me, I politely said, "Excuse me, I would like to finish my point," and I felt so much better. Journaling helped me see the real problem and fix it.
That's really powerful. What is the second part of your journaling?
The second part is gratitude. Gratitude means feeling thankful for what you have. Every day, I write 3 things I am grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Sometimes I write, I am grateful for the sunshine today. I am grateful for the delicious coffee I had this morning. I am grateful for my friend who called me yesterday.
Why is gratitude important?
Because it changes how you see the world. When you focus on what you don't have, you feel sad and unsatisfied. Unsatisfied means not happy with what you have. But when you focus on what you do have, you feel happier and more content. Content means peaceful and satisfied. Research actually shows that people who practice gratitude are happier, healthier, and sleep better. It literally changes your brain chemistry. Chemistry means the chemicals and processes inside your brain.
I started doing this after Mia told me about it, and I have to say it really works. On days when I feel stressed or unhappy, I write my 3 gratitude items, and my mood shifts. Shifts means changes. My mood changes from negative to positive. It doesn't fix everything, but it helps a lot.
Are you understanding everything so far? We are talking about journaling, writing in a notebook every day, and we covered 2 parts, reflection and gratitude. If you have any questions, write them in the comments.
What is the third part, Mia?
The third part is intention. Intention means what you plan to do, what you want to focus on. After I reflect on yesterday and write my gratitude, I write my intentions for today. What do I want to accomplish today? Accomplish means to complete or achieve. How do I want to feel today? What is the most important thing I need to do today?
So you plan your day?
Yes, but it is more than just a to-do list. A to-do list is just tasks. Buy groceries, send email, clean house. My intentions are deeper. I might write, today I intend to be patient with my team, even if things get stressful. Intend means to plan or have the purpose of doing something. Or, today I intend to focus on one project and give it my full attention. Or, today I intend to take a 30-minute walk and clear my mind. Clear my mind means to stop worrying and think calmly. These intentions guide my day. Guide means to lead or direct. They give me direction and purpose. Purpose means a reason for doing something.
I love how this works. You look back at yesterday with reflection, you appreciate what you have with gratitude, and you look forward to today with intention. Past, present, and future, all in 15 minutes of writing.
Exactly, and over time, this daily practice changed everything. Let me tell you how.
Tell us.
First, my stress decreased dramatically. Decreased means it went down. Dramatically means by a very large amount. When I write my worries on paper, they feel smaller. They feel more manageable. Manageable means you can handle them. The problems are still there, but they do not feel so overwhelming anymore.
That makes sense. Sometimes our worries feel bigger in our heads than they really are.
Exactly. When a worry is just floating around in your head, it feels huge. Floating around means moving without direction. But when you write it down on paper, you can see it clearly. You can analyze it. Analyze means to study something carefully to understand it. You can make a plan to deal with it, and suddenly it does not feel so scary anymore.
What else changed?
Second, my self-awareness improved. Self-awareness means understanding yourself, understanding your emotions, your thoughts, your behavior, why you do what you do. Before journaling, I did not understand why I felt certain ways. I would feel angry and not know why. I would feel sad and not know why. But after months of journaling, I started seeing patterns. I noticed that I always felt anxious on Sunday nights. Why? Because I was worried about Monday morning at work. I noticed that I always felt happy after exercising, so I started exercising more often. I noticed that I felt drained after spending time with certain people. Drained means all your energy is gone. So I started spending less time with those people and more time with people who energized me. Energized means they gave me energy and made me feel alive.
That is incredible self-awareness. And it all came from writing in a notebook?
It did. And the third change was my English improved. Yes, journaling helped my English too.
Really? How?
Because I journal in English. Every day I write in English. I practice forming sentences. I practice using new vocabulary. I practice expressing complex ideas in English. Complex means complicated or not simple. And because I am writing about my real life, the English I practice is meaningful and personal. I remember the words better because they are connected to real emotions and real experiences.
That is a fantastic point. If you're learning English, journaling in English is one of the best things you can do. You practice writing, you practice thinking in English, and you build vocabulary that is relevant to your life. Relevant means connected to and useful for your situation.
So, for our listeners who are learning English, journaling gives you double benefits. Double means two. You improve your mental health and your English at the same time.
Now let us talk about how our listeners can start journaling today. Because knowing about journaling is not enough. You need to actually do it. What advice do you have, Mia?
My first piece of advice is start simple. Do not try to write 3 pages on your first day. Start with just 5 minutes. Write a few sentences. That's enough. You can always write more later as the habit grows.
What should they write about on their first day?
On your first day, just answer 3 questions. What happened today? What am I grateful for? And what do I want to do tomorrow? 3 simple questions. That's your starting point.
That is very doable. Doable means it is possible and not too difficult.
My second piece of advice is write at the same time every day. Make it part of your routine. Routine means your regular daily schedule. I write every morning right after I wake up. Some people prefer to write at night before bed. Either time works. Just pick one and stick with it. Stick with it means continue doing it and do not change.
Do you need a special notebook?
No, you can use any notebook. A cheap notebook from the store is fine. You can even use your phone or computer if you prefer typing. The tool doesn't matter. What matters is the habit. Just write. Don't worry about handwriting. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about spelling. Just write. This is for you. Nobody else will read it, so be honest. Be raw. Raw means real and unfiltered. Write what you truly feel, not what you think you should feel.
That is important advice. Many people censor themselves when they write. Censor means they hold back and don't say what they really think. But journaling works best when you're completely honest with yourself.
My third piece of advice is be patient. You won't see changes after one day or 1 week, but after a month, you will start noticing small changes. After 3 months, the changes will be bigger. After a year, you will look back and be amazed at how much you have grown. Trust the process. Trust the process means believe that it will work even if you can't see results yet.
How long have you been journaling now, Mia?
2 years, and I have filled 12 notebooks. Sometimes I go back and read my old entries. Entries means the things you wrote, and it's incredible to see how much I have changed. My thinking is clearer. My emotions are more stable. Stable means steady and not changing too much, and my English is so much better. Those notebooks are like a map of my growth, a map that shows me where I started and how far I have come.
That is beautiful. I think our listeners are going to be very inspired by your story. Inspired means feeling motivated to do something positive.
I hope so, and I want to add one more thing. Journaling saved me during difficult times. Last year, I went through a very hard period. I won't go into details, but there were days when I felt very low, very sad, very hopeless. Hopeless means feeling like nothing will get better. On those days, I still opened my journal. I still wrote. Sometimes I just wrote, I feel terrible today. I don't know why. I just feel terrible. And even that helped, because I was not keeping the pain inside. I was letting it out. Letting it out means expressing your feelings instead of hiding them, and that made the pain a little more bearable. Bearable means you can handle it, you can survive it.
Thank you for sharing that, Mia. That takes courage, and I think many people listening need to hear that. Journaling is not just for good days. It's especially powerful on bad days.
Absolutely. Okay, James, should we do our summary?
Yes, let's summarize everything we talked about today.
Today, I shared the habit that changed my life. That habit is journaling, writing in a journal every day for 15 to 20 minutes.
Journaling has 3 parts.
Part 1 is reflection. Look back at yesterday. What happened? How did you feel? Why?
Part 2 is gratitude. Write 3 things you are grateful for today.
Part 3 is intention. Write what you want to accomplish today. How do you want to feel? What